where they may need answers. Thai Town Talks will be a radio show, a podcast show sponsored by Intellectual Radio and iHeartRadio. And we are also sponsored by the Thai Town Bears and the book series. And the Thai Town Bear book series was the inspiration for this show. The Thai Town Bear book series focus on health, education, and safety. Before I get into the books, I'd like to share with you what inspired me to do Thai Town Talks. Thai Town Talks was inspired by my career. I have some years of being a teacher, a social worker, and I'm also a parent. And I have experienced some of the experiences that most parents experience. I've also experienced hearing many stories where people needed help early on in life. When I worked in social services, people needed help early on in life, did not get it, didn't know who to go to, was not protected. Therefore, later on in life, they made very poor choices. And Thai Town Talks today is here to help you understand some of the things you might be going through as a community or as a family, or that your children might be going through. We on this show, we would have people from our community to come in and speak with us and talk with us about some of the everyday life issues that's dealing with health, education, and safety. We're looking for our future guests to come from the community. We will have teachers, doctors, psychologists. We hope to have policemen, firemen, nurses, people who could help us with our children, our family and our community through health education and safety by discussing these issues. These issues are very important and they change as time goes on. A year ago, 2 years ago, we never heard of coronavirus, but hello, it's something new that everyone is dealing with today. So we hope to cover how children will be dealing with coronavirus in the daycares, where many children still have to go today. We will be discussing how will children and teachers be dealing with the coronavirus in the schools and in the high schools and the grade schools. We also will be discussing the importance of daycare or the importance of children getting their shots early on in life. Many people keep putting it off and the children don't get their shots. With school being out, there are probably a lot of children that's behind on their shots today because of the coronavirus. You can't get into the clinics. You don't have the schools that's trying to push or motivate you to keep up the shots for the children so they can be healthy. But it's still very important that you get your children their shots. We will also be talking about education. For example, our show has been brought to you by the Thai Town Bears book series. The Thai Town Bears book series discusses health, education, and safety. However, each book have a specific point and issue that they're trying to help the child to understand. In the near future, one of our books we will be discussing on the show would be the Thai Town Bears Daycare Adventures. Now, on this show, we will be discussing best ways to prepare your child for daycare. It's not as simple as getting them dressed and taken to a daycare. We will also address the issues that parents deal with when they have to release their child to daycare, which very few people think about other than the parents. The book Thai Town Bears Daycare Adventures, I sold one to a doctor who had a 9-year old and a 4-year old who was about to start daycare. And after reading the book to her child, she expressed to me that the book did not only help her child, but it also helped her getting used to the fact again of releasing her child to daycare, knowing or hoping that he would be okay. So she had some anxiety as well. The purpose of the daycare book is to get them prepared for daycare. Before they go to daycare, we will be discussing the things that you need to teach your child on a daily basis. And what's a good time to teach them? What's a good time to talk to them? What are the things they need to know to take care of themselves while they're going back and forth to daycare? What they need to know when it comes to eating their food and being prepared to have lunch at daycare? What does it take to teach children to play fair with daycare? So we will be bringing some daycare teachers in uh, to talk with them so that they can also share with the community and the families and the children the best process to prepare your child not only for daycare, but many of these things also prepare your child for life in a sense of learning how to be independent and take care of themselves. Again, this station has been brought to you by Intellectual Radio, iHeart Radio, and the iHeart team, as well as the Thai Town Bears book series. Now, this book series you can find on Amazon, Facebook, and YouTube. For a short time, we are allowing the book to be audio, video services on YouTube for the children to watch. And the purpose for putting it on audio video on YouTube, because many children are still at home, they're not going to daycare, but they can still learn at home and have fun. And these are lessons that they can take throughout their life. So feel free to view the books and please give us a like on YouTube. And please share these books with your children. They will learn as well as have loads of fun. Our community guests will also help us expand on health educational issues along with the books. We will have someone professional who can come in and talk about daycare adventures. We also have other books to help parents and children. And one of the books are called Thai Town Bears, Good Touches and Bad Touches. With this book, we will hope to have parents participating and teachers and doctors and firemen, people calling in and participating on the phone, calling in or as a guest on Thai Town Talks. We will have the healthcare professionals share with us the experience of good touches and bad touches, what a child go through, and how we can best protect our child. We will discuss good touches and bad touches on another show at a greater extent where we will discuss the individual pages and details of the book. But the most important thing we hope that children and parents get out of good touches and bad touches is how to protect your child. Because with my experience in social services, many grown-ups had been abused as children and did not know it was okay to go and tell someone. We want to break the silence and the guilt that a child have if they are being physically abused or touched. This is the message that good touch and bad touch will get across, and this is the main message that good touches and bad touches wants to address and teach the child how to handle, especially with children being at home with a lot of probably older friends and family members. Please watch your child. Please talk to your child daily. Please protect your child. So we want to make a stronger community with Thai Town Talks through our guests and through our Thai Town Bears book series. Having professionals speak with us on these issues will give us confidence and may also answer some of the questions that you may have. We also will have a dentist come in to tell the child about brushing their teeth. And many parents don't teach children to brush their teeth at 6 months old. But there are tools out there to teach the child how to brush their teeth from the time they start having teeth. And many times parents wait till they get a full set of teeth in their mouth. But sometimes that's too late, especially if you're feeding them a lot of sweets, drinks. So we also hope to have psychologists, child psychologists to come in and speak with us. And as a matter of fact, my books have been sponsored by a child psychologist, Patricia Jones Glassman. She has been in child psychology for over 30 years and have a wealth of experience that she can share. And she felt that the books was a great tool and she support that they are able to support families to help children ward off some negative behavior or some difficulties in life. Our books will also cover safety. Our books will cover safety from the coronavirus. We That is one of our most recent books. We will discuss that in a greater extent on another one of our talk shows where we will discuss what to do in the coronavirus, how a child should protect themselves, how they can have fun, how they can not feel rejected when they're told that grandma or grandpa or mommy or daddy or someone who they love in the family is sick and they cannot go and hug and touch them. Sometimes children don't understand. This book will help them understand and it will give them things to do to show their love and affection without hugging or kissing them when they can't touch them. The the Thai Town Bears good Thai Town Bears safe from corona, colds, and flus. Thai Town Bears safe from corona 19 colds and flus is online now on Amazon, YouTube, and on Facebook. Please visit us and please give us a like, and we really appreciate it. The purpose of Thai Town Talks is to come to the community, share with the community, and find answers for the community. Thai Town meaning is the meaning of teaching international all over the world. That is why our logo is a hot air balloon because it flies all over the world. And the colors in the balloon represent people of all colors because we all need help, education, and safety. We also have another book that we will be discussing more in depth called Thai Town Bears Safe from Strangers. Now, my books are meant for preschoolers to children 7 years old or older for people who just like the books. I was speaking to a mother and I was informing her that my books was for preschoolers till 7 years old. She said, well, my daughter is 8. But as I spoke to the woman, the little girl began to pay more attention when I told her and her mother that my book was teaching children how to stay safe from strangers and what to do if a stranger tries to apprehend them or to snatch them. We will also bring professionals in who can also shed additional light on how we can protect our children and our community and our families. Staying safe from strangers is very important. It was just last weekend that a little girl, 1 year old, disappeared. Sometimes we have to protect the children, but safe from strangers also teach the children how to protect themselves and what to do in a situation to keep them safe. Again, we will have police officers come in and talk to us about these cases, or we'll have medical professionals to come in and speak with us. We also have parents on our panel to share with us with our stories in the near future. Our another one of our books is called Thai Town Bears. It's a no-no. Now, a no-no is just that something that kids should not do. And many children understand no-no because let's face it, when they're 2 years old, they always use the word no. But they also learning when they use the word no and how to understand what it means. So the book was called Thai Town Bears. It's a no-no. So that young children could make the connection to the word no when it's there to protect them. It's a no-no will keep your children from climbing out of windows. It will keep them from climbing in refrigerators. It would keep them from climbing on the stoves. But I'm not going to give it all away because we will be discussing it at a later date with a more extensive discussion with our guests. It's a no no. It's very important because sometimes we buy new furniture and we don't tell the child not to climb on it, and then the child get hurt. Many businesses has been sued because a child clammed on the furniture in the furniture store and got hurt, or clammed on the furniture after they got home and got hurt. So the important thing here is we don't want the children hurt, and if we hope that it's a no-no will help protect your children and keep them safe. And again, we will be discussing this in more depth at a later date. We will be discussing this. with our community professionals as well as the parents. And we look forward to you all calling in. Again, our program has been brought to you by Intellectual Radio and iHeartRadio. And our sponsor for this show is the Town Bears book series that you may find online at Amazon, YouTube, and Facebook. Please visit our site and we hope you enjoy our stories. We also have Town Bears ABCs, which is a traditional ABC book with pictures to teach the children the basics. But this book is to encourage the community, family, and parents to be involved in your child's learning at an early age, to interact with them at an early age. The sooner they will learn, the better they will learn to speak once they learn the alphabets, the sounds, and they watch your mouth. And this is how children learn to form the words and learn to speak. So if you are saying things that you don't want your child to say, please take that into consideration. But we do have the ABC books that will help your children learn the ABCs and different objects that might start with that particular letter. We also have the Town Bears 1, 2, 3s. And the Town Bears is another basic book. But the Town 1, 2, 3s and the Town ABCs depict the Town Bears family bears. The Town Bears Good Touch, Bad Touch, Town Bears Safe from Strangers, Town Bears It's a No No, Town Bears Birthday Party, and Town Bears Daycare Adventures. All of these books consist of the Town Bears team as well as the Town Bears family. Now, our Town Bears team is a Dr. Bear. This is the team in the storybooks. We have a policeman bear. We have a teacher bear. And we have a fireman bear. And all of these bears are also teachers, and they teach the children different subjects. You will learn more about these bears to teach the children in different subjects in our future shows. Now, we also have a book called Town Bear's Birthday Party. And the purpose for Town Bear's birthday party is to teach children to play with other children and have fun with other children that might not look like them. Some of the bears are brown, some of them are brown with a pink stripe. Some of the teacher bear is gold, the doctor bear is red. The policeman bear is blue. And we have another policeman bear that's gold. We also have the fireman bear who is gray. And this is the purpose is to get children to understand if these were people, it would be still okay to play with them because we can still have fun and play with children or with people that don't quite look like us. And what at this stage of unrest in our community, this is a great book to introduce to your child and explain to him the purpose behind my Town Bear's birthday party. Many of the books have also have songs in them. to teach the children to sing and learn new songs that will help them learn the message of the book that may help them with health, education, or safety. Our theme is Thai Town Bears Hot Air Balloon. And the hot air balloon has a big golden apple, which represents teaching. It has a small city in the right hand corner, upper left hand corner, that represent whatever city you live in. And it's the Thai Town Bears book series. This is their logo. Again, I want to thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you and sharing community issues and talking about things that we can do to help our children, our family, and our community. Again, we have been brought to you by Intellectual Radio, iHeartRadio, and we have also been brought to you by our sponsor, the Thai Town Bears book series. Thank you and look forward to hearing from you and seeing you in the future. And always remember, if you believe it, you can achieve it. Achieve good health, achieve safety, and achieve education. Thank you.